Well, it's about that time. The 28th or 29th, I can't remember. It's tough to keep count. Annual Buck Creek Camping Trip is right around the corner, coming up on Memorial Weekend. I'm out here in Reno right now. I'll tell you, when you do a lot of traveling, it gives you a lot of time to think. Think about Memorial Weekend. Been thinking a lot about that, about what it means. Memorial Weekend. It's a fantastic time for us to think about all those who sacrificed so much to ensure we get to live free. I started thinking about today, the state of affairs today. If you haven't noticed, we're living in a police state. I started thinking, well, what is freedom? It's a tough one to describe, actually. Freedom can be different to different people. What does freedom mean to you? How important is freedom? I feel like it's important. But do we, as American citizens today, take it seriously? Do we take it for granted? Do most people even understand how valuable our freedom is? I would like to think most of us would say yeah. Well, freedom isn't free. On Memorial Weekend, we take some time to think about those people who knew it wasn't free. They were willing to risk almost anything, even their lives. Their house, their wealth, their job, put their family in danger to ensure your freedom that you're enjoying right now. Like I said, if you look around right now, we're living in a police state. Your kids haven't been to school. You can't go to church. Heaven forbid, if someone dies, you can't go to their funeral. Think about all the people who can't get married this summer. You're gonna have to postpone that, huh? Our governor is going to allow restaurants to open pretty soon, as long as you give them a bunch of information. Think what you want about that. But if you haven't been paying attention to contact tracing and the stuff that's been going on way before COVID-19, well, I recommend you do some more research. There are some things that are going on today that I never thought would happen. I knew this year was going to be special. I knew something terrible was going to happen. I knew America would never be the same after this year. I knew that last summer. Maybe it's because I pay attention too much. I don't know. I turned off the TV 4 years ago. Best thing I ever did in my life. I recommend you do the same. Maybe you could start to unbrainwash yourself like I did. But that kept me thinking about this weekend. So far, our governor says we can't go to the woods. He owns those woods, I guess. I've been going there since I was 10, every year for Memorial Weekend. He doesn't own those woods. Those are our woods. And he's going to tell us we can't go this year? I don't think so. My family's going, and I hope you guys are going to come too. It's one of the best weekends of the year. We've always had so much fun. Such a great time with the family and the kids. Zip lines, climbing trees. They love it. I'm not going to deprive them of that. Now, I understand that there could be a civil penalty, perhaps criminal. Okay? It's possible. The more people we have, the less of a chance that's going to happen. You kind of got to ask yourself, what's your line? Where do you draw your line with all this? Let's go back to our ancestors again. Think about what they sacrificed, what they risked. Think about what they were willing to do or to give up for freedom. If your line is drawn in the sand, or going camping with your loved ones, you might want to do some thinking. Now that might come off kind of harsh, or it might sting a little bit. Like I said, if you haven't noticed, we're losing our country, we're losing our freedoms every day. And it doesn't have to happen. It doesn't have to happen. We can stop this. We can stop this by saying no, by not capitulating to these tyrannical overlords All we have to do is say no. It just takes bodies. The more people who gather, the more people who say no, it'll work. They're weak. We are strong. There's more of us than there are of them. Now, I don't want this camping trip to turn into a political statement. That's not the purpose at all. I don't want to deprive my kids and my family of enjoying something we've enjoyed for years. A lot of years. And all you guys have too. I miss you guys. We need to be together. It's been too long. Now, I understand a lot of people are worried and want to be cautious. That's fine. I respect your decision. And I don't hold anything against you for that. That's totally fine. Me, I'm looking at a situation where the survival rate at this point, 98.98%. Not wearing gloves. Not wearing a mask. As a matter of fact, these masks, these things right here, this is a N95, right? It's supposed to save you from COVID. They don't want you to wear these because they think it's going to save you. They don't want the cloth masks on your face, which do nothing, because they think it's beneficial to your health. It's an act of submission. You put this on your face, it lets them know you will willfully submit. Think I'm wrong? Keep paying attention. My video might die here in a minute. I'll tell you what, I want to keep this somewhat short. The only thing you need at Buck Creek, besides some beer, some food, a lot of family and friends, is this guy right here. I have extras. I'll give them to you. I'll bring a whole box camping. And we're going to go up there and we're going to have a great camping trip. And they can't do anything about it. They can try, but they can't, because this says they can't. And if you haven't read one in a while, I'd recommend picking it up right now. Most people are pretty familiar with the first and love the second. Have you boned up on the fourth lately? It's a good one. So, I'm going to leave this here. Maybe we'll make another video pretty soon. Love to hear some comments from everybody, and I hope that you invite as many people as you can to come enjoy everybody up at Buck Creek this year. We have the power. They can't stop that. They can't take that from us if we don't let them. But if we continue to put the mask on, we continue to say, okay, can you imagine what this world's going to look like in a year from now? We haven't even entered the Greater Depression yet. We're going to need family and friends more than ever. Let's not get in the way of that. So, I hope you guys are all going to start prepping your camping gear and get ready to have a fun weekend. I hope you guys will come and join me and Tara and the kids. A few of you already have. And once again, where do you draw the line? Where's your line? It's hanging out with friends and loved ones at Buck Creek. Think about it for a little bit. I'm not saying it to demean you or anything else, but just think about that. Why is that your line? This is power. We are power. And when we're together, we don't have to worry. I'll tell you what, this guy ain't gonna save you. That guy up there will, though. Put your faith in him. Put your faith in your family and friends. Put your faith in yourself. And I want you to really think about what your kid's future is going to look like and how you're going to explain to them what you did during this time. Because what we do today is going to resonate for generations. If you haven't picked up on it yet, please start paying attention. Fear is control. Debt is slavery. And government is the enemy of freedom. Hope to see you guys at Buck Creek.